Hey guys, well, it's Sunday and I'm doing the Q&A, and oh, look Mom, no seatbelt. People who watched last week's video will get that, but anyways, I was going to do the Q&A yesterday, but weird thing happened. I downloaded Windows 8.1 because I'm going to upgrade my computer. And the key didn't work. I downloaded it and then I purchased it, and then they sent me the key, and for some reason the key didn't work, and I had to call. I was on hold for 2.5 hours just to talk to the guy for like a minute and a half, and got the key figured out, and he reset it or something, and anyways, but 2.5 hours. But I want to tell you this, guys. I know I'm rambling again, but I want to tell you this story because last year I was on hold when I did something with an upgrade last year. And I was on hold, and I had it on speakerphone, and I was on there for almost an hour. It was like 55 minutes I was on hold, and I had the phone just sitting on the table, and I was just going about my business, just listening to their music, and then the ladies speak about, you know, the ads, and, you know, just telling me how great Windows 8 was or something. And I didn't think about it, and then when I heard the guy's voice come on and he said, hello, blah, 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 I'm like, oh, and I ran for the phone, and I went to hit off the speaker, and instead of hitting off the speaker, I hit the off button. I disconnected. So, oh, that's me, though. That's what I do. I do crap like that, and I just, but anyways, I waited for an hour, and I said screw it, and I ended up figuring it out myself. But anyways, that was painful. That was not fun. But anyway, that's why I went on this whole spiel just because I wanted to explain why I didn't do the Q&A yesterday. Well, I know, like you care, right? But anyways, I got a few questions here, and it was really hilarious how people responded to some of the not so nice comments last week, and you could tell. Look, it's raining. I haven't yet got my Q&A done outside this year, so anyways. So, I'm going to do like 4 or 5 questions here, and so I'm going to get right into them so that I won't ramble too much. So, the first one is, what's the difference between snow peas and regular peas? Okay, regular peas, I assume that you're talking about just regular garden variety peas. And those are the kind, garden peas are the ones that you grow to actually eat the peas, like you see in the grocery store in the bags. You pop them open and you eat the seeds and you throw away the shell. Those are just your regular garden peas. Now your snow peas are ones that you grow and you pick them early. Basically, they're immature, they're flat, and they're the ones that you see in stir-fry Chinese vegetables and stuff like that. Those are the snow peas. And then you have what's called your snap peas. Now your snap peas are a variety of a cross between the two varieties of your garden pea and your snow pea, and you also eat those early. But the difference between them is they've got more of a kind of a rounded shell, and they can tend to have like a string along the edge, and you can actually there are stringless ones now. I guess you can grow, like they may be a hybrid, I'm not sure, but the string along the edge, you kind of have to pull it off before you can actually eat the shell. But yeah, with the snap pea and the snow pea, you basically eat the whole shell, and you're picking them immature. And then the regular garden pea, you're popping them open and taking the peas out. But what I do have is some snow peas that I'm growing that I'm eating like a garden pea because I really like the taste. They're called Oregon snap or Oregon snow pea. I've been growing them for a while now, and I really like them. So I like them because I can pick them either early and eat the shell, or I can let them mature, let the seeds get bigger, and then eat them as a regular garden pea. So I can show you what they look like. Some of them now, I've got one plant that I'm letting completely go to seed. I'm letting them. In fact, that's one of the questions. The next question was how do you save the seeds? And so what you do is you let them mature on the vine. You let them swell up. You let the peas inside get really big. And this is true with all the ones. Well, I don't usually grow the snap peas. It's the snow peas and the garden peas that I grow. And I use the same method. I let them dry up on the vine. They'll get brown, and what'll happen is you'll kind of shake them and you'll hear them rattle inside. And so, you know, some people pick them early and they put them inside, let them dry. I don't. I let them dry on the vine, unless it's like this. It's not supposed to be like this all the time. So anyways, that's the way that I do it. But I'll go ahead and I'll show you the ones that I've got growing. They're the snow peas that I'm saving to save the seeds. Okay, these are the ones that I was talking about. They're called the Oregon sugar pod pea, and they're a snow pea, and you pick them early before the peas inside have had time to develop. But I'm letting these swell up, and actually I'm going to be saving the seeds, so I'll let them dry on the vine. But these are the ones you kind of see in stir fry and whatnot. And but I like these. This variety here is really, really good tasting, so that's why I pick them sometimes as a garden pea, and I'll use them like stir fry young. So. Okay, so those are the snow peas that I'm saving. I'm letting them mature, letting the seeds grow inside so that I can save them for next year. Because that's the Oregon snow. I love the Oregon snow pea because it's a short vine. It's like 18 inches or so. You could stake them, you could put them on a vine if you want to, but it's not necessary. I just let them sprawl, and they do just fine. But anyways, next question. I have a bunch of green jalapenos. Oh wait a minute, a bunch must be saved a bunch of green jalapenos seeds. So he picked some green jalapenos and saved the seeds, and then he says, I heard that they have to turn red first. Are the seeds okay? Well, you know, there was a discussion about this on the forum, and some people will say, yeah, you can pick them green and the seeds will be okay, but you know what? It's been my experience. I've done it both ways, and it's been my experience when they're green, I don't get good germination rates. If you let them mature all the way to red, let the jalapenos turn red, save the seeds. I mean, you're not going to be using them anyway, so just let them stay on the vine and let them turn red. In this case, though, I guess that what he did was he picked them green and then was wondering if they're okay. You know what? Plant them. Some of them will probably germinate. It's been my experience that if they're green, you're not going to get a lot of germination. But give it a try. Next one, can you recommend a slow bolting lettuce? You know, ever since I started talking about lettuce, it's really funny because I got all these lettuce questions all of a sudden, so it seems like I'm talking about lettuce all the time. Yes, I can. The two that I grow one that I don't know the name of it. It's supposed to be a slow bolt. But what I did was I tried to research it, and I think I came up with the variety online. And it's from Baker Creek. It's called Slow Bolt, S-L-O Bolt. So it's called Slow Bolt, and the reviews seem to be that even in excruciating hot weather, this thing never bolts. So that might be because I got these from somebody and I planted them, and they didn't bolt. They're still going strong. And then the other one is, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I wrote it down. It's Rogue Diver or Diver. I'm not sure. It's a D apostrophe H-I-V-E-R. It's a red lettuce, and I've grown that during the summer when it's gotten into the 80s, and even in the 80s, this thing it hasn't bolted. It hasn't gotten bitter. So let me show you a video of that one. I've got that still growing, and here it is, August 2nd, and I'm still eating it and I grew a lot of it. I'm just still eating this, and so let me show it to you. Okay, so this is that Rogue Diver, and so far it's been a good producing lettuce, and look at the size of these leaves. It's just huge, and it's been a very tasty lettuce, and it hasn't bolted, and it's just been really faithful. So if you're looking for a lettuce that you want to be able to grow when it gets fairly warm, then this might be the one that you want to look at. So anyways, yeah, that's a really good lettuce, and I think that if you can find the seeds for it, go for it, because it's tasty. I really like it, and it's huge too. I don't know if it typically gets that big, but to me, it's just huge. It's 18 inches or so. It's a dynamite lettuce. So next one is, how old are you? Well, I'm 22 times 5 divided by 4 times 2 minus 3. I think I got that right, something like that. I don't know why that matters, but I don't know. See the gray hair? I'm old enough to have gray hair. Although, you know what? When I was 21, my wife and I were dating, and she found a gray hair on me. So I didn't get gray hair until whatever, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so now it's time for a few of the not so nice ones. Okay. Stop laughing so much, your false teeth will fall out. Okay, guys. I don't have false teeth. Okay, so none of my those are all mine. They're all mine. If I had false teeth, would I actually have a gap down here? I don't know why I have a gap. I've always had a gap in my teeth down here on the bottom. I don't know what happened there, but it's just what happened. But these are all real, so I can laugh as hard as I want. And sometimes I just laugh, and sometimes I can't stop laughing. Oh, the next one, cocaine sniffle. Now, I don't know what that means. I mean, it's not even a question. It's just cocaine sniffle. Okay, I don't sniffle because I snort cocaine. Okay, and I know what he's trying to say here. Okay, I have had major sinus surgery done, and because of allergies and whatnot, I just have this kind of head thing that it's a nasally voice. If you notice my voice, it's a nasally voice because I've had major sinus surgery done, and so dude, it's not a cocaine sniffle. I've never snorted cocaine, never will. So anyway, cocaine sniffle. Okay, oh, this is from the Greenstock gardening system. This is the vertical growing tower that I have. What an idiot you are. How do you suppose one side is going to do when it's shading all the time? You think plants can grow without sun? You're such a moron. Okay, and your is spelled Y-O-U-R. You're such a moron, not your, Y-O-U''re. It's you're such a moron. I think this oh, I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Okay, the way here. Okay, here I'm gonna try to explain this to this person. I almost said this guy, because it might not be a guy. I don't know. It's just a weird number and letter kind of thing, and I always say guy because I just assume it's a guy because I don't know. Most women I know that wouldn't say stuff like that, but guys seem to just kind of like, often just say things. So I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't stereotype. But okay, here's the way the sun works. Okay, if I have a growing system, people are going to assume that I plant it. I plant it in one spot, and then the sun is going to move back and forth like this. It doesn't work that way. The way the grow system works is you put it in one area, and the sun in the summer hopefully is overhead. It's not on the horizon, so there is no backside that doesn't get sun. Because what happens is you put it here, and the sun goes like this overhead. So it starts in the morning on one side, and then it goes like this, and it hits the other side. So I don't know what this guy is talking about. So I can watch this thing, and I went out and I took a few pictures as the sun went over, and the doggone thing gets full sun. Well, not full sun. It gets lots of sun all day long. So yeah. All right. Oh, okay. This one is kind of valid. Why don't you shave? I don't like looking at your stubble. Okay, that's a good one. That really is a good one. I'm lazy. I am. I'm totally lazy. I let this go and I let it go, and it's like days. I'm out working in the garden. I'm doing something. I'm working on the lawn. I'm whatever, and I just come in. I'm tired. I don't feel like shaving, and sometimes I think I'm going to let the beard grow, and I don't grow a good beard anyways, and it's all just kind of like spotty and stuff. And you're right. You know what? I do need to shave, and so next video I'm going to be clean. Well, I'll probably have the goatee. I'll be clean shaven next one. You're right. That's a really good question. Why don't I shave? So you're absolutely right. My false teeth will fall out. Oh, okay. And then and this one. Oh, this one is just. Oh, can I transplant a tree? This is not a mean one. This is just, can I transplant a tree? It's yeah, depending on how strong you are. I mean, I don't know what to say about a question like that. Can you transplant a tree? Yeah, go for it. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, there's the Q&A, and I think next week I might just do a full video of all the not so nice comments. I don't know. It's just, oh, people are just funny, aren't they? You know what I heard? You know what I heard? I was talking to somebody about the not so. I don't want to say mean because I don't know if people are actually mean when they seem to be mean comments. But I think that people just spout off because they're having a bad day or something, and they don't mean to be mean, or maybe they do. Maybe they're just mean people. But I don't think so. I was talking to somebody about it, and this lady was saying that people who are like that because of when they were young, they wanted attention from their parents, and so they couldn't get attention. The only way they could get it is if they behaved and they were they were good kids. Then the parents just went along their merry way and never really said anything to them. They didn't get praise or anything because they were just acting the way that people should act. But they figured out really young that if they misbehaved and got in trouble, their parents would come down hard on them, and they didn't care what kind of attention they got. If they got yelled at or spanked or whatever, punished, they didn't care. They were getting attention. And so that's all they cared about. They were getting attention. So they learned from a very young age that if they act up and they misbehave and be mean or anything, they're going to get attention. And so it's all they're doing is they're just trying to get attention. It's because they have this very low self-esteem and they're deprived of attention. And so that's why they post that stuff like that. I don't think they're mean people in real life. I think if you were to actually meet these people, they probably would seem pretty genuine, I guess. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they're just rotten to the core. I don't know what it is, but anyways, yeah, I just delete the comments like that, and if they get really out of control, I just block them. So anyways, but yeah, it makes for an interesting Q&A, doesn't it? So let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. All right, well, there's the Q&A for this weekend, and I've got 2 videos coming out this coming week, and so be watching for that. And so don't forget to go out to our website, sign up at the forum, and there's lots of great questions. We answer those out there too. So post your comments below, and I appreciate you guys watching this. And don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you guys later.